So at this point in time, this year alone, Microsoft has fired over 15,000 people. They just fired 9,000 people a couple of days ago. And I'm of this mindset right now of sort of confusion. How did we get here? What caused this? Do we go straight back to ABK? The purchase of Activision? Is that what sort of, was that the catalyst of sort of the downfall here? Or what, does it go back to Bethesda? The purchase of ZeniMax? Does that kind of start it all? What was the initiative that started this? Why are we firing people from Raven? We just purchased them. Why are we firing people from ZeniMax? We just purchased them. We were trying to shut down their studios last year as well, and it's all so confusing to me. Like, what was the point of all of this if we're just going to let these teams go? What was the point of starting the initiative, right? This big team that's supposed to compete with PlayStation's first party, and then just canceling their game before it even comes out. It's deeply frustrating. It is deeply disheartening as a fan of this medium, as a fan of this industry and its people. And yeah, I have to talk about it. So I've read what feels like several memos over the last couple of days talking to staff about how this change is needed. We're trying to focus on opportunity, but our main initiative, the initiative is closed down. Our main goal is to still make great games, is to still, and it just sounds like so much BS, man. It's such BS because that's what we've been doing. These teams have been making good games. A lot of good games. That does not matter. Like, making a great, excellent video game has nothing to do with the success of these studios. It just doesn't. And you can clearly see that with Phil Spencer's memo. He literally says the success we're seeing currently is based on tough decisions we've made previously. Meaning that the only reason why we're succeeding right now is because we laid off over 1,000 people a few months ago. And I guess me and Phil Spencer see success a little bit differently. Canceling multiple unannounced projects, multiple announced projects, hotly anticipated projects even, shutting down multiple studios and laying off thousands of people. That's not success to me. What does he mean by the success we're seeing right now? Maybe the needle's moved a little bit on like Game Pass subs. Maybe we've sold a couple of Xboxes. Maybe our games are just reviewing better because our teams are so valuable. But laying off thousands of people is not success to me. So I don't really know what he's talking about, the success we're seeing right now. What is that success? So if success is the byproduct of laying off thousands of people, then this is just going to keep repeating itself, huh? Like, I don't see a world where like Microsoft just starts doing well all of a sudden in its gaming division. Like, I don't see Xbox all of a sudden like, we're selling millions of Xboxes. It happened, guys. Finally, we're selling millions. Like, that's just not gonna happen. And you know, I would kind of get it if, you know, Xbox was smaller and, you know, up against Nintendo and PlayStation. You know, they are struggling, but I just see bad decision after bad decision. How are we putting out new hardware this year? Expensive new hardware out this year, when we're laying off thousands of people? It just doesn't make sense to me. This is not the direction that we should be going in. If we're trying to consolidate and bring down spending, what on earth is this ROG Ally thing, man? What is this? This is like the ugly stepchild of Xbox. What's happening here? And the new hardware doesn't stop there, right? They've talked about the next gen Xbox multiple times. Phil Spencer has talked about the next generation in Xbox multiple times. And they just put out the video, Sarah Bond talking about their partnership with AMD. It's a AI box. It's going to have crazy expensive chips in it. And I don't know, man. I've seen multiple articles saying that Microsoft and its Xbox branch is now a third-party publisher. They've kind of become Activision Blizzard, but that's clearly not the case. Like, they're still in the arms race. They're still trying to compete with PlayStation, and I don't think they're trying to compete, but they're still putting out very expensive hardware that nobody is buying, is what I'm trying to point out here. and that's where it all stems from, right? Xbox is not making money. There are not enough players. We're porting our games over to PlayStation, right? Gears of War on PlayStation, Forza on PlayStation. Halo's any day now, right? Like, we're gonna get that Master Chief Collection on PlayStation. And probably the Switch too as well. That's probably happening in the future. It has to happen because there's just not a big enough player base on the Xbox platform. And that small player base just does not support the egregious spending habits of Microsoft. The terrible business decisions that they've made, like the purchase of Activision Blizzard. Xbox is in such a terrible state right now that even if they put out one of the best games ever made and it was exclusive to their console, nobody's gonna play it. It's like opening a Michelin star level, incredible, like the best restaurant ever here. You open that restaurant here. Like, yeah, you might get a gourmand that comes by every now and then. You might get like 1 or 2 people. But no one's going to eat here. This isn't going to justify your shipment of tomatoes or your shipment of truffle. Like, this is not a business. This is not healthy to open a restaurant here. And don't even get me started on Activision Blizzard. Don't even get me... I still, like, to this day, don't understand that decision. I thought at the time Bethesda, like, it felt competitive. It felt like a really competitive move to purchase Bethesda. Elder Scrolls exclusive on Xbox? That will push hardware. That's a good idea. I think it is. But the purchase of Activision Blizzard, like, none of these games can be exclusive. Legally, you cannot have Call of Duty exclusive to the Xbox. So, I don't really get it. I would have backed out then. We can't have Call of Duty? Okay, well, we're just not going to purchase. Then what's the point? You know, this is a huge, huge expense that we're going to be paying for decades. Till 2055 at least. And we're seeing the price of that right now with these layoffs. We're seeing the ramifications of that purchase every single year. And I feel like we're going to keep feeling it for every single year until eventually all of their studios are just shut down and all they own is Activision Blizzard. Losing Perfect Dark is also heartbreaking, to say the least. That's how I found out about all of this. I woke up, I saw the headline, my heart just sank. I couldn't believe it. I was really looking forward to that game, to be honest with you. And apparently the last time we saw it, it wasn't even real gameplay. It was like pre-rendered, kind of just like the idea of gameplay. It looked really good for pre-rendered, to be honest with you. But I know that has been a troubled development, to say the least. Avalanche was a part of it at one point. I believe Crystal Dynamics was working on it. The initiative as a whole, I thought was a really cool idea for Xbox to have like their own in-house studio, but we've seen time and time again that opening a video game studio is not easy, man. I remember Google with Stadia trying to do it, right? They had their own studio, Jade Raymond at the helm, and that also just fell apart. Some of the most talented people in the world, like literally some of the best game developers in the world, and they just couldn't get a game out. And that's the same way for the initiative as well. It's so frustrating, and it's so telling that Xbox just knows nothing about gaming. And they don't understand gaming because Microsoft doesn't understand gaming. We're talking about one of the biggest companies in the world, one of the worst companies in the world. I'm consistently hearing of just evil doings happening over at Microsoft. And as long as Xbox is a part of Microsoft, and they always will be, I just don't know if they'll ever flourish. I really don't. Because Xbox is not their main form of revenue. They could easily just, yeah, layoffs need to happen. Make it happen. That's chump change compared to Microsoft's other dealings. Whereas their competitors, it's their main form of revenue. 90% of Nintendo's sales come from the Switch, come from those games. And all of the success stems from those games, right? Their movies, their theme parks, none of that stuff would exist if it wasn't for those games. And it's the same for Sony, I believe. I believe a good chunk of their revenue comes from the PlayStation. And just to be clear, this is not me trying to take the blame off of the leadership of Xbox. Yeah, I do think that me saying that Xbox doesn't understand gaming might be a little bit of a broad statement. Phil Spencer has been a part of this industry for over 20 years. He's been a part of Xbox for a really long time, and he's not retiring anytime soon, apparently. But I don't know, like Matt Booty, I truly hate that man. I hate when that man speaks. I cringe whenever he speaks. And I do think that these statements that they've put out, I think the communication here is terrible. I think they've made terrible business decisions. I really do think that that ROG Ally is a really bad idea. Is a really bad idea. I'm not trying to take the blame off of Xbox. I do think that this is just a much bigger issue than just Xbox, than just gaming. And it hurts my heart, man. It really does. It hurts my soul. I love all video games, man. I love my Xbox. I love my PlayStation. I love my Switch 2. I love Steam. I love all this stuff. And whenever I see people working in this field hurt for working in this field, paying the price for working in this field, like it sucks. It really does. It's the dark side of gaming, right? This industry is in a weird, it's in turmoil. It's in straight up turmoil. That's the easiest way to say it. And I don't think there's an easy fix for it. I could say, hey, make smaller games, right? But who's going to play those games? You know, I think that there's some serious evaluations that need to happen. And for Microsoft and for Xbox to put out a statement and say, hey, everything's status quo. Our main goal is still to put out awesome games. And you just know that that's not true. You just know that that's what they've been doing. And that's not working. So maybe we should be trying something a little bit different. I don't know. Hey, thank you so much for watching today's video. I greatly appreciate it. This topic is a little tough to talk about, huh? Like, it is kind of hard to wrap my head around. I don't ever want to make light of the issues at hand here. That's not my goal. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. It's tough. It's tough to find the tone. I still want to make, like, an entertaining video for you to get through and watch. But I don't want it to be too entertaining, right? Because this is serious. This is serious stuff, and it's hard to ride that line. I hope I did okay today. Comment down below and give me your thoughts. Make sure to follow me on Twitch. I'm streaming every single week there. I'm having a blast. We're playing through Donkey Kong Country. It's been a struggle, to say the least. And hit me up on Discord. You can get updates on streams, on new videos, and we could just talk, chill out. Thank you again for watching, and until next time, party on.